What's up everybody, it's Rusty Paap with Paap Properties, and just continuing on with this series about places that are, good options for our clients that are moving out of the Silicon Valley when they sell their property here. Where could they go for their retirement? Where could they go for various different reasons? And one of the ones that came up on my list was Livermore. Founded in 1869, it's grown to about 90,000 people in population as of now. Prior to that, it was like everywhere in California and most of North America. It was inhabited by Native Americans, most notably the Ohlone. Since 1869, it's gone by a few different names. Livermore Ranch, it's gone by Livermore's, and then now it's just known as Livermore. One of the fun things about Livermore that I don't think a lot of people know is that it has a huge history in the gold rush as a place where people went before people actually went on and did the panning. It's played a major role in making California one of the world's premier places where wine actually comes from, and Livermore is partly responsible for that. The 40s and 50s, there was kind of an explosion of population and new jobs by the naval research that was going on there, which evolved into Livermore Labs, which is a pretty large employer there in Livermore. Livermore is about 42 minutes from San Jose by car, so it's not a long drive. There's also actually a train that goes there as well, so public transportation is an option if you're going to commute from there. The city's a really nice place to live. There's lots of newer construction homes, and when I say newer, I mean built within the last 0, 10, 20, 30 years. Relatively commutable. There's jobs there, so you could actually commute from the Silicon Valley back and forth if you wanted to, which many people do, just because it is on the edge of the Bay Area. And then there's also the wine industry. There's very unique type of soil in Livermore that allows for great cultivation of grapes, which then get turned into wine, with the jobs that are created from actually cultivating that, also to the jobs of the recreation that comes along with wine tasting and so forth. And then, like most places in the Bay Area, it has good weather pretty much year round, so there's plenty of outdoor things you can do, from hiking, camping. Pretty significant part of the culture is cycling life. And then of course, like many nice places in California, there's golf courses, which is super fun. Still not far from the beach, you're still not far from Lake Tahoe. In fact, you're a little bit closer, because it is kind of a hub of California. It's halfway in between everywhere. It's a great place for families to be raised, both from a work-life balance standpoint and also just a smaller community, a little bit slower pace of life, but still having all of the same amenities that a Bay Area or Silicon Valley city would have. It has a downtown area that's one of those premier downtowns that kind of has a little bit of everything. It has shopping and dining and entertainment, which all of the newer type of downtowns have, but it also has that small town feel where there's lots of business services in one local district, which is super cool as well. They have this farmer's market that actually has everything from local made honey, other types of crafts and goods, all the way to live entertainment. So it can be a place to do some shopping, it can be a place for recreation and just have some fun, and that takes place at Carnegie Park. And of course, one of the reasons that people move to Livermore is because, in comparison to this direct Silicon Valley, it's much more affordable for a house. Probably somewhere in the neighborhoods of 3/4 the cost to buy a home in Livermore that the same house would cost you in Silicon Valley. Anywhere from half to 3/4 is about what I would estimate the difference in prices. And that can be significant. And as a result, it does become a place where people like to commute from. But it's not just your typical bedroom community where there's nothing to do besides just sleep and then go to work. I think sometimes the pros and the cons are kind of get mixed together a little bit. If you don't want to drive and have to have a little bit of traffic to deal with, it's definitely, you're going to experience that, because during commute times, that 40-minute drive will go up a bit. And then also it does have really nice Tuscan style weather, but it can be a lot hotter than San Jose, so that's something to keep in mind as well. But in general, family friendly, very nice for outdoor activities and other types of things that you can get into, and the cost of living, I think, really make up for any of the cons. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video presentation. I want these videos to be informative. I'm not trying to push people into a certain area or trying to convince people to move. It's really just about what are the options out there for people that are already thinking about it. So I hope you keep that in mind, and if you would like, please click like and subscribe so you can see more of these videos in the future.